All right, so today we're diving into a tool that promises to do something pretty incredible. It doesn't just connect your apps, it actually gives them a brain. We're talking about Zapier AI and how it can, literally, put your business on autopilot.
I mean, just think about it for a second. All those little tedious, mind-numbing tasks that just eat up your day, right? Sorting emails, updating spreadsheets, trying to draft social media posts. What if an intelligent assistant could just handle all of it, freeing you up to focus on what actually matters? Well, that's the powerful promise we're going to unpack right now.
Okay, so let's get right into it. To really get why this is such a big deal, we kind of have to look at the whole story of work automation. It's really a journey, from doing every single thing by hand to finally having a genuinely smart helper. So you've got two camps, really. On one side, there's manual work. We all know it. It's exhausting, it's slow, and let's be honest, we all make mistakes. Then, on the other side, you've got traditional automation. Now, don't get me wrong, it was a huge step up. It connects your apps in a really simple, if this happens, then do that kind of way. It's helpful, for sure, but it's not smart. It can't understand context. It can't make decisions. So if that old school automation is just a simple conveyor belt, what's the next evolution? Well, this is exactly where Zapier AI steps onto the scene. It's here to add that missing piece, a layer of actual intelligence. And here's the magic, right? Zapier AI takes its already powerful engine, the one that connects all your apps, and supercharges it with an AI brain, using the same kind of tech as ChatGPT. This means you can build these really sophisticated workflows that can read, understand, create stuff, and even make decisions. And here's the best part, all without writing a single line of code. It's huge. And the scale here, it's just wild. We're talking about the ability to connect this AI brain to over 6,000 different business apps. Just think about that. Your email, your CRM, your project management tool, everything. It creates this one totally integrated ecosystem. I love this quote because it just hits the nail on the head. A conveyor belt just moves stuff from point A to point B, no questions asked. But a smart assistant, it gets it. It understands what it's moving, why that thing is important, and what it's supposed to do with it next. That's the fundamental shift right there. Okay, so all this sounds great in theory, right? But how does it actually work in the real world? How does this smart assistant really function day to day? Let's break down a super common business problem and see it in action. Basically, it all boils down to this simple three-step dance. First, you have a trigger. Something happens, right? Like a new email lands in your inbox. Second, the AI brain kicks in. This is where it reads the email, figures out what it's about, and decides what to do. And finally, you get the action. The AI's decision gets sent to another app, maybe to send a reply, or update a spreadsheet, or ping your team on Slack. So let's put you in the driver's seat. Imagine you're running a small business. You're getting, say, 50 new inquiry emails every single day. The old way? Well, that's you or someone on your team having to manually read, sort, and reply to every single one. That's 2 hours of your day gone, just like that. Okay, now let's flip the switch. With a Zapier AI workflow in place, those same 50 emails are automatically analyzed, categorized, and you even get draft responses generated for you. All of a sudden, 2 hours of mind-numbing manual work turns into maybe 10 minutes of just reviewing the drafts. I mean, come on, that is a complete game changer for your productivity. All right, so this all sounds amazing. Almost too good to be true, right? But we've got to be realistic. Is this powerful tool really the perfect fit for everyone and every situation? Let's do a little reality check and get into the specifics. So, who is this really perfect for? Well, it's an absolute powerhouse for non-technical teams, for marketers, for small businesses, basically anyone who wants the power of AI without having to hire a team of developers. Now, on the flip side, if you need super complex, custom-coded logic, or you're dealing with just insane volumes where the cost could really start to add up, you might need to look at other, more specialized tools. And if we look at the whole competitive landscape, you can see exactly where Zapier really shines. I mean, look at this. It's pretty much always rated the easiest to use, and that 6,000 plus integrations number, that's way more than the others. Sure, alternatives like Make.com give you more visual complexity, and N8N is a great open source option. But for most businesses, Zapier's built-in AI just makes it the most accessible and straightforward way to get started. Okay, so let's say you're in. You've decided this is for you. How do you actually put your new AI assistant to work? Well, the good news is getting started is surprisingly easy. And look, you'd be in some really good company. This chart shows a massive adoption by small businesses. They make up almost half the users. But it's also a crucial tool for marketers automating their campaigns, sales teams sorting through leads, and support teams handling tickets. The versatility is just crystal clear. So if you're thinking, okay, but where do I even begin? These are the most popular places to start. Email automation is the undisputed champion. It just saves so much time. But right behind that, you've got automated content creation for things like social media or blogs and smart data entry, pulling info from messy text and putting it neatly into a spreadsheet. All great first projects. Okay, so let's boil this all down. What are the big things to remember? Number one, Zapier AI connects a smart brain to over 6,000 apps, and you don't need to know how to code. Number two, it turns your most boring, repetitive work into intelligent, automated workflows. And number three, and this is the big one, it puts the power of AI into the hands of pretty much any business, right now, without needing an army of developers. So, the tech is here. It's more accessible than it has ever been. You literally have an intelligent assistant just waiting to take on the most tedious parts of your job. So the only real question left is, what's the very first thing you're going to have it do?